It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see tight end Dawson Knox. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it comes your way. Next.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory lap.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out, their signal caller, now at his 4th season in the NFL.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Flushed out right. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barber. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a 1st down.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. That is complete downfield to Knox. Still going. Touchdown Giants. Dawson Knox, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rolling to his right. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. Touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his third already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Barber airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Smith, 64 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Barber. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the... Good shot. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah.
On 1st down, Barber. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants just continue to roll.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. Now he'll take over here again, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Barber flush to his right. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, 81 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
He threw his league-leading 40th touchdown pass of the year on their last drive, and they start again here with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Barber. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Rolling to his left. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Barber steps away to his left. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown, Giants! 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. Touchdown! Dawson Knox with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Giants extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter. Good 2nd. Now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in it.
Touchdown, Giants! Dawson Knox, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And let's count them now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
One shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing to start the drive. Barber. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Operating from the gun. Barber. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of those last two plays.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute it.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Giants add onto their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else, here's on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile up.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now,
this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 75 yards. And the Giants add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 175 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
New York ready to go again offensively. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
That's good for 28 yards. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing. Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged through.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is up.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams,